Well, you probably, once Furukawa finishes talking, the class president opens her tiny mouth and jumps in. They probably what? Just need to bring an advisor. Oh, that's right. An advisor. That has to be a teacher, right? Yes, if you can just get an advisor, they'll recognize your club. That advisor will probably protect you from the student council too. That'll be simple. We just have to find the old drama club advisor. The drama club existed until last year, so they have to be around school somewhere. Yes, you're right. I'll go look for them. But I do think there's one condition. What is it? You need 3 or more people who want to join the club. But it looks like you're all okay on that front. Q looks at me and faces Tsunahara. On my face and Tsunahara's. Furukawa pauses. Why don't I try going to the teacher's room after this? Please, wait a moment. What's the matter? Well, it's about the number of people you need to have. Huh? Do you not have enough? Looks at us again. Tsunahara glances out one of the windows, scratching his head. We have enough people right here. I make one points to her face as she says this. Yeah, and then over there you have... That's all. She looks at us one more time. You guys just said you were helping her out. Why aren't you joining the club? We're just helping her make the drama club. Do we look like we'd be interested in acting? Tsunahara spits his answer back at Q. You're practically useless. But well, if you have one person who wants to join the club, I don't think it'll work. That's why we're talking to you. That's why we're talking to you. Do you have some kind of advice for us? Don't be unreasonable. You're practically useless. Ouch. Why do you get to slap me when I just repeated what you said? I'm just trying to swat a beetle. If you smacked a beetle on my face, it'd land all over my cheek. Yeah, whatever. You're totally ignoring me. But, you know, Ryu ignores the Chaos Rounder and continues. You do have 3 of you here, so I think it'd be best to look for an advisor either way, even if it means having just a pretend you want to join the club. There aren't that many teachers who aren't already club advisors, though. I see. Furukawa nods slowly, then turns to face us. Can you do that, please? Looks at both me and Tsunahara. As long as you don't actually make me a member afterward. It's okay, I promise not to. That would mean lying to a teacher. That's not something you should do. Oh, it's fine. We really do want to join the club when we find an advisor. But after we get one, we'll suddenly decide that we don't like the club and quit. In our place, we can find new members who want to join. Okay, just think of it like that. Who are these new members that want to join? You're gonna recruit new students and find them yourself, you idiot. I see, that's what I thought. Furukawa's pace slows. But even though I do find new students, new members, I want you to stay in the drama club. I really do, from the bottom of my heart. I'm sure you'll find it fun. Is this girl stupid or something? I used my hand to hold back Tsunahara, who had just started grumbling to himself. Then I moved my face close to the tip of Furukawa's shoulders. Listen, I think you're getting your stories mixed up with how you actually feel. What? Just forget it. Let's focus on finding an advisor for now. Okay, I'll do that. Picks up her pace again. I grab a teacher we recognize and ask if she knows which teacher used to be the drama club advisor. Oh, that was Komuro-sensei. He teaches ancient literature, you know him, right? Yeah. I know him well, but I never knew he was the drama club advisor. The club really must have been low-key. Where is he? I look around the teacher room, but he's nowhere to be found. Might be in the guidance council office right now. Okay, we'll try there. I'm surprised to see you 3 together, though. Why is that? I never expected a quiet, obedient girl like you to team up with 2 troublemakers. Is everything okay? Yes, they're my friends. Furukawa says with words of confidence. They seem to elicit a response as a number of teachers suddenly turn our way. Many of them look suspicious, but when they make eye contact with me, they cheerfully go back to whatever it was they were doing before. Also, I'm a troublemaker too. What? Thank you very much. End the conversation by thanking the teacher. You know, I've only ever been inside the teacher room to get yelled at. You saw their face, right? And they're like, what is it this time? So take that. Sometimes I show up for normal reasons. Jerks. He slams his foot on the door. Cut it out, we're leaving. Or two. To the guidance counselor room, of course, right, Furukawa? That's correct. To the guidance counselor room. I'd rather not go in there, you know. As soon as we turn around, we see Kumuro just as he exits the guidance counselor office. Talk about lucky. Nice timing, Grandpa Yukes. Hey, Gramps, doing well? Whoa, this is new. What could he want? He turns his deeply wrinkled face in our direction. Kumuro was my homeroom teacher during my first year here. It's thanks to him that I was able to make it this far in school without incident. Come on. I push Furukawa in front of Kimura. My name is Nagisa Furukawa from class 3B. Ah, I see. Would you agree to be the advisor for the drama club again? We want to bring the drama club back, Gramps. Big, right? Come on, won't you do it? His reaction is really getting on my nerves. You just had to nod yes, Gramps. Tsunohara seems to be getting impatient too, as he puts his hand on Kimura's head and tries to force him to nod. Tsunohara-san, please stop. We need to ask him in good faith. I've got plenty of good faith, it's just my methods are reckless. If you realize what you're doing, then please stop. Stop. Who's saying am I doing this for again? Alright, I need to stop. Please. Let's go. So, what do you say, Sensei? Will you agree to be drama club advisor? Yes. Thank you very much. Well, what? Which is it? What's the matter, Gramps? Just say it. Could you go and talk to a second-year student named Nishina-san? Who's that? Okay, I'll try going. Furukawa hardly agreed without even hearing the details. He must have want to separate Tsunohara and Kimura as fast as possible. Can you at least tell us what class she's in? I believe it was class B. Okay, I appreciate it. Perhaps it was C. Which is it? I think it was C, yes, I'm certain. Thank you very much, we'll be back again later. Practice speaking faster by then. We'll leave the elderly teacher behind with a variety of parting words. That was interesting. I want to see more conversation with that guy. Just as we reach the top of the staircase, we hear the first bell signaling the end of lunch break. Oh, we've already spent that much time. I didn't notice. Must have been so engrossed in what we were doing. Guess we'll be doing the rest after school. It's not a class after lunch. Since it's right after lunch, I'm overtaken by my sleepiness. Spaced out teacher voice almost sounds like a lullaby. Feels like my eyelids are almost closed. Thud. I don't need to see this. Oh, it's Botan again. Yeah, I don't need to see this. Oh no, Botan doesn't like Ryu. Oh look, Botan's here again. Oh look, Botan has some it can do tricks. 2C reads the sign we've all gathered under. The kids inside eye us with suspicion as they get ready to go home. It'd be tough to leave your class with 3 upperclassmen are milling around in front of the door. Go and talk to her, Furukawa. Tsunohara and I will be waiting here. Yes? She immediately nods and saunters into the classroom. She gets the attention of one of the female students and asks her a question. The girl points toward the window. There I see another girl. Furukawa thanks the first girl and begins to walk toward the window. When she does, she starts talking to the girl there. Hey, punk. You're trying to avoid looking at me, aren't you? Wait a second. Nishina? That's her name, right? Soon started killing time by picking fights with passing boys. Keep my eyes fixed on Furukawa, smiling and moving her hand all over the place as she desperately explains her case. After a bit, it's her turn to listen next. Nods again and again at the girl's words. She strikes me as a quiet type. Eventually, the class empties on the point where there are only 2 inside. Don't you think it's okay to go in now? She's gonna ask me a question. Yeah, I guess. After. What's up with the we're the drama club. Sonata greets her in an intimidating fashion. Sorry to intrude. Not at all. The girl looks down. So what's up, Furukawa? Well, there's a problem. What is it? Come on, you can tell me. Nishina-san seems to want to make a choral club. But she's in the same situation as us with no advisor. And she says that she asked Kimura-sensei to be her club advisor the other day. But when she did, she didn't have anyone else who wanted to join her club. It was just her. That though, she spent time finding other members, and now she has 3. Nishina-san worked very hard to make everything happen. I see. I guess that is a problem. Yes, we wanted to ask Kimura-sensei to be our advisor, but Nishina-san wants to ask us as well. What should we do? Furukawa has her eyes set on mine. I guess we'll try another teacher. I offer a compromise. I tried other teachers. The choral club girl begins to talk with her face still to the ground. Although, only one who aren't advisors seem to be Kimura-sensei and people like the principal and vice principal. Unless I get fight over the old man then. But we do have seniority, you know. Knock it off. I'm sorry for taking your time. We'll talk it over and come back. Goodbye for now. Bows her head to the second-year student before pushing us out of the class. I'm gonna say it again. We're the oldest students here. If we don't tell her otherwise, she'll pull out on her own. I don't want that to happen. We ought to be the same. We both began at the starting line, so we can't let the fact that we're a little older than her decide the outcome. On top of that, I'm alone when I talk to her. I lied to her about how many potential club members we have. She worked so hard to gather 3 members. Even though we began at the same starting line, she might already be ahead of me. You're doing a lot too. You're working like crazy. I know that for a fact. Don't give up. Keep on at it. I'm sure there's something we can do. You really think so? Listen, you. Oops, guess my tongue slipped there. Geez, sorry I didn't make that scary. Don't make that scary face at me. Okay, I think it's about time for me to break off. Say hi to your mom and dad for me. Huh? Ah, okay. Thank you for the help today. Furukawa watches Yuna as he walks off. Can't believe him. But today really was a lot of fun. Huh? It's a lot of fun when y'all had to work toward the same goal. We've come up completely empty-handed. Can't understand what would cause a person to smile in the end despite that. That's all I need to see. To feel like this day of scrambling around school was worthwhile. But the feeling only lasts for a moment, scattering when I see someone's small figure leaning against the door of a neighboring classroom down the hall. You go ahead. Why? Can't we go home together? Well, I forgot something. Leaving Furukawa behind, I run out of the silhouette. Hey, what are you doing? Wah, jumps back in a fluster. Ah, the weird person. Yup, it's the weird person, but aren't you pretty weird yourself too? No, Fugu's no weird at all. If Fugu had to choose, she'd just say she was a normal, well-behaved girl. Yeah, Ceiling has told you what a normal, well-behaved girl would do. So what bad deeds are you plotting today? So I'm pretty sure I was wrong with the whole bullying thing. I'm pretty sure she stole that wooden cube from the art class or whatever. So Fugu doesn't never do anything bad. Fugu is only trying to bring happiness to people. Huh? Just what are you planning? Well, let's say with this overly cute. Embraces the carving. And again travels to her fantasy world. Just what am I supposed to do? Let's see. Where did we start off today? This one? Okay, I'm just trying to get a feel of how long we've been playing. Prank. I'm not playing, let's watch it. Ooh, what kind of prank? Oh jeez. What the hell? What's this? Put her around somewhere. I grab Fuko by the shoulder and pull her towards step by step. I take my turn at the corner and leave the trance over Fuko at the end of a narrow passageway. I then instantly return to my position in the corridor to wait for her. It's taking some time. Ah! With her wits once again about her, Fuko runs out of the passageway. Fuko was in some strange place just now. There's a line and many weirdly shaped toilet bowls. Excellent. You learned something new. The place you just described is called the male washroom. Why was Fuko in such a place? How should I know? Maybe he just wandered in there without realizing it. So that's what happened? Please intervene before something like that happens again. Now what, you stop spacing out. Fugo is not spacing out. You have to know, Fugo is always extremely sharp. What part are you sharp? Anyway, you should be thankful to me that you're dealing with, it's me you're dealing with. If you're act so defenseless in front of some weirdo, they might just go and kidnap you. Fugo's pointing her fingers at me sharply. Well, yeah, I wouldn't deny it, but not just me. You know, other weirdos like me are gonna show up. You don't want that to happen, do you? Right now, she must be imagining a dozen of me yelling heave-ho while carrying her away. That's kind of freakish. That's the worst. See, although it featured me, your impression is probably right on the spot. That's exactly the reason why you must not let that happen. You need to stop zoning out like that. Fugo is extremely sensitive to her surroundings, so there's nothing to worry about. Very well, next time I'll try something extreme to prove how much of a brickhead you are. Carving the oath in my heart, I turn around and walk away. It's still not too late. Maybe I should catch up with the Furukawa. If I have to run and catch up with her, isn't that like chasing girls after a girl's ass? Keep on walking, my head occupied by such thoughts. Someone just forcibly put something inside my shirts. Something huge. There's only one of you who could do something like this. You little, already out of reach from when I turn around. It seems silly to chase after her now. Take out the thing she stuck in my shirt. The heck is this? A carving of a star. It's about as big as a fully open hand. Looks like a star no matter how I look at it. This is what she's been carving. If it is, does she need 700 of these? For what reason? A hobby? Art? Did God instruct her to do this? I don't understand her at all. The star is badly balanced, not to mention the wood scales, which are virtually everywhere. But I know how much effort she put into this. What am I supposed to do with this thing? To be frank, it's burdensome. I didn't even realize I had this option here. The skip previously read text. I probably should have done that. I could have used that for the illusionary world. How do I take it back home? My flat bag can't possibly hold this. Guess I have to find a different bag to put it in. Pass through the school entrance, but there's no one to be found. This hour is the limbo between when the club students go home and when the club's finish for the day. I'm going home. Just as I walk down the hill. Oh, you got here just in time. Me too, Nara again. What is it? Help me out. What are you gonna do? About to make my room super cyber. Oh, not this again. I borrowed TV VCR from the second years. Different area though, so I can't skip it. Yep, Tsunahara, those are comedy videos, not actually. Let's start calling it Pornohara to you, hey. Say that, mister, but you like that kind of stuff too, don't you? Yeah, okay, we get it. You're gonna just bully this guy and take his TV and VCR, hoping to get some porn, but you're just gonna get some comedy videos, that's it. Alright. I mean, we've already seen this, so I don't know. It's really interesting to see that you can get the same scenes, but in different areas. In different, like, ways. I get home at around 3 in the morning. Oh, jeez, alright. Even so, he's up, alone drinking. I ignore him and try to pass straight in front of him. Tomoe-kun. He calls me my name. Tomoe-kun. He calls me my name again when I don't stand still. If I don't listen to what he wants now, he might follow me to my room. My only choice is to stop. What do you want? Did you make this, Tomoe-kun? Make what? I narrow my eyes. His hands, a wooden star. After I got it from Fuku, I just tossed it in the room when I came home after school to change clothes. I think it was in a cloth bag when I kept my gym clothes though. So he took it without asking me, and then he was staring at it because he thought I had made it all this time. Did you make this in art class? It's cute. Strokes its rugged surface. Idiot. Of course I didn't make that. Oh, I guess you wouldn't. It's awfully cute. So what is it then? Someone just handed it to me. A friend? Yeah. We should take good care of it in that case. You want us to share it? I shudder the thought. You can have it. So I tell him that. What, really? Is that alright? He sounds happy. Yeah, it's yours. Do whatever you want with it. Okay, I'll take good care of it then. For the both of us. Seems to be done with me. Go back to my room and bury myself in my futon. Good morning. Yeah, morning. Furukawa comes up and stands beside me as she always does. Are you not sleepy today? No, not that much. That means you can concentrate in class. I'm not sure concentrating is gonna do much for me at this point. That's not true at all. It's good to take classes. They're not good just for getting good scores on tests. That's what I think. Do you not think that, Okazaki-san? I sure don't. I see. What a dull conversation. Still, I can tell that Furukawa is trying her hardest to find something to talk about. That's why I don't really mind whether or not the conversation is boring. At least it's a comfortable one. You know, I never asked, are you smart? I asked her the question as we're parting up the hill. Partway up the hill. What? Of course not. She looked perplexed a second before answering. She makes it sound like I just heard a lot in life. It's not like you had to repeat a year because your grades were bad, so you can't be that dumb. The entrance exam to the school isn't exactly easy either. I can usually only score well on tests during the first trimester of the school year. Then I start taking more and more time off from school so I can't attend class, and eventually I can't keep up. You're taking the same classes this year that you took last year. That must make them easy, right? That may be true, but good enough for me. I'll be counting on you when tests come around. What? Me? Yeah. Okay. I may not be able to do enough to help you out, but I'll try my best to teach you. You can just focus on the most important parts. What? That's not something I know how to do. I believe that you can't get a good score on tests without studying everything. Seriously? I can't learn it at all in one night. Of course not. You have to slowly build up to what you know. If only we were in the same class. Oh, that's something I think as well. That I'd be able to cheat off of you. That's not something I think. We pass through the school's entrance. I go to put on my hall slippers, then wait for Furukawa. She doesn't end up showing, so I go over to look at the shoe rack of her class. Furukawa's there, lost in looking at the scrap of paper she's holding. What's that? Will he hide it behind her back? Now I'm really curious. There's no reason to be, it's just something boring. Show it to me. I can't do that. Why not? Because it's very boring. You'll be disappointed when you read it, Okazaki-san. Then, that's fine by me. It's not like it'll cause you trouble if I read it, right? Well, that's true, but I'm glad she's honest about it. I see a sheet of white paper by her waist and snatch it away. Oh, you can't! I read it. Give up on the drama club. If you don't, you're not gonna like what happens. It's written entirely in characters drawn using a ruler. Huh, what is this? It's... Someone's trying to threaten you here. No, I'm sure it's a joke. If it is, it's one hell of a bad joke, wouldn't you say? I remember the face of a girl we met after school yesterday. Didn't look like the kind of person who'd do something like this, but... Of course not. She would never do something like this. Please believe her. Yeah, it's probably doing of one of our other club members. What? You shouldn't expect students so we haven't even met yet. Yeah, but Burgar is starting to get an accusatory look. Decided to give in. Fine, I don't expect anyone. Well, you should at least be careful, okay? Be careful of what? You know, of your surroundings. Why would I do that? Why? It says right here that you're not gonna like what happens. I keep myself from saying the words if I do. She'll accuse me again. So, what does that mean? I need to be keeping an eye on her around the clock. I can't do that. Is something wrong? It's nothing. Shall we go to class? Yeah, I guess so. Furukawa's body shakes unnaturally when she tries to start walking. Catch her in my arms from behind. She's warm and soft. The hair then brushes against my nose. Feels good. Smells good. Thank you. I just stumbled a little. I'm okay. Oh, okay, I see. I let go of her. Really, I held her tight just now. I hope no one saw that. I turn around. Yo. Tsunahara's right there. How long have you been standing there? Of all the times for him to show up this early. From about the time you tried and failed to push Furukawa to the ground, have you your way with her? Oh, okay then. Hold on, that never happened. I saw how tight you were embracing her. I wasn't embracing her, I just held her because she was all about to fall over. Is that so? Then it surely didn't look like that from behind. You really rushed straight into the grab her. There's a reason for that, you cretin. A reason? I hand in this scrap of paper. A split second later, I realized just how much of an idiot I am. I let Tsunahara control how our entire exchange went. Huh, a written threat. Things are starting to get interesting. Using the last person I should have shown that to. Okay now, I must have your permission to go crush the Coral Club, right? Puts his hand together and starts popping his knuckles. No, you can't. Furukawa starts to yell. You can't just decide automatically that this is something Nishina-san's group is responsible for. She wouldn't do something like this. She wants to work hard with everyone else to sing songs. Someone like that would never do this. The first time I've heard Furukawa raise her voice like this. I really wonder about that. Mr. Hara doesn't seem to be the least bit affected by the fact, though. His goal has already changed in his mind. He's gone from wanting to earn the right to all-you-can-eat bread to wanting to crush the Coral Club. It'd just be a fun way to kill time for someone as hot-headed as Tsunahara, something he didn't find much more interested than bread. Alright, the signs point to them. Who else could consider the disbanding drama club an enemy? Come on, tell me. Cut it out, you goon. Seriously? I know you're thinking the same thing. Is that true? Do you both think that Nishina-san's group did this? Of course we do. Right, Okazaki? Well, this is simple yes and no. 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 What? Are you serious? Tell me. You seriously telling me that? Yeah, I am. 3 girls getting together to make a choral club wouldn't have the guts to do something like this. It's the other way around. It's girls that would do something like this. You couldn't possibly think of all the girls in the world that have the same kind of personality as her, right? In the world. Then it'd be covered in dawn ghosts. I never said anything like that. Oh yeah. Anyway, if that's how you're gonna be, I'm taking care of this on my own. Got that? You can't. Tsunahara-san, please don't do that. Parting ways from Furukawa as I'm heading toward the classroom. Small girls leaning against the door of the next classroom. That back. I've seen it somewhere before. The floor only had the third-year classrooms. Maybe she's looking for someone? Maybe she's looking for me? No, we're not that close. In the first place, her impression of me can be summed up with the catchphrase verse, the worst. I fall in line behind Tsunahara and pass by her. Ah, the weird person has come. See, it wasn't me. She's looking for some weirdo. Please wait, weird person. So it was me after all. Grabbed the edge of my jacket. Isn't it obvious? It's not easy to find someone who can match your level of weirdness. A person like you wouldn't appear more than once every 10 years, and there are good odds that that's not even an exaggeration. No, it's totally not an exaggeration. Thank you very much. Don't mention it. The truth deserves to be told. I deserve to make more sarcastic. I deserve to make some sarcastic comment here, don't I? Who's this, little brat? Someone you know? Shinara cuts in, tilting his head toward Fuko curiously. Well, you could say that, or maybe not. There's another weird person. What? Just what's weird about me? The color of your hair is impossible. We only just met. This is how you don't talk to me? Isn't she interesting? Twist her nose and tell her and see if a prize falls out. Stop making things up. Yeah, she does look pretty funny when she's angry, yeah. Fuko's angry face is not something to be amused by. Fuko just wants to talk to the weird person. There are too many people here, so please come this way.